we've been told from MasterCard/Visa is that if we don't have the chip card technology, we're at more risk for fraud. Therefore, they may expect our store to eat some of the fraudulent transactions, which no store owner is interested in that, obviously.
You know, we are having customers say, hey, you know, if it's not required, why do I need to spend this money to make these upgrades? Well, let me tell you why. You know, you have the risk of the liability. It transfers onto the site. If they're not ready, if anything happens, well, it's going to be on you. And just like with any risk, you know, you have to be ready to face the consequences should something happen. And even down the road, if you can't accept those EMV cards, that's also going to impact your business.
I think for the our smaller customers, then this is a big decision. But certainly what we have seen in other parts of the world very much was sites that didn't upgrade or at least took the decision to upgrade post the date did see an increase in fraud being targeted at their sites. We saw probably two very, very clear phenomena that happened in Europe. One was sites that didn't go to EMV saw a reduction in sales of fuel as customers got used to paying with a chip and PIN. And when sites didn't take EMV, customers decided to move their business elsewhere. And the other thing, we saw an increase in fraud being targeted at those sites.
As EMV rolls out, the fraud starts to shift. And so it will be particularly important to be compliant because you don't want to be the last person not compliant. Because think of it as a funnel, that all the fraud has to go somewhere. And it's going to keep trying to find the point of the economy where fraud still works. So the last person at the last gas station to have the last pump EMV compliant is going to be the focal point of fraud. And we've seen that. And there's empirical trends that showed how data moved from one channel to another, from one market to another, and literally down a street.
We looked at options, including not upgrading to EMV, but a company our size is kind of at that tipping point. You know, one major fraud or liability shift could be very crippling. It could be more than the cost of the upgrade for at least on the backcourt side that we're doing.
You can choose not to do it, but if everyone around you does it, you'll increase the likelihood of being a target of fraud, because that information is shared freely, and certainly in today's society where information flows rapidly.
I think if I was a small operator, I would certainly reach out to a Gilbarco distributor, let them come and talk to you about your options, because you know there is a large capital investment, but we're also got some great offers and packages, whether it is with having media on the site or it's some help around retrofit kits and some good bundles that we can take care of it for you. So you can call a Gilbarco distributor and we can certainly look after all of your EMV needs without you having to distract yourself from your day-to-day business of running your C-store.